Yo, what is up, everyone? I'm Chris, and we're MS Sauce here, and today we're bringing you part two of our My Hero Academia What If on what if Midoriya became a vigilante. Now, if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. If you have any ideas for any other what ifs, leave it down in the comments down below. We'll make sure that we reply to your comment. It looks like y'all are enjoying this based on what we saw in part one. So yeah, let's get into part two. Midori remains hidden in the abandoned building while looking at a board he made with all the info he has gathered about Shigaraki, but it still seems like it's nothing. Every so often, he gets text messages from Uraraka and less from Bakugo. He feels deeply guilty for just leaving everyone like that, but he did what he should do. Each night, he can only think about what could have been, as his restless eyes look out to the city as he prepares to leave to go do some heroic deeds, but as no hero, but a vigilante. Back at UA, things cool down. Class 1A still saddened about their classmate Izuku Midoriya. Bakugo, ever since that, has been much quieter and calm, and Uraraka had been the same as well. For the past couple days, their homeroom teacher, Mr. Aizawa, hasn't been showing up and has been substituted by other pro heroes. Some classmates think that he just went out trying to find Midoriya, while others aren't so sure. Midnight, who is subbing in for Aizawa, tells everyone that the sports festival is starting soon and that they should get ready and be excited for it, but as you can guess, the class isn't showing much excitement. At the end of the day, Uraraka is one of the last ones in the classroom as she pulls out the flip phone. Bakugo sees this and notices that she has the same one that Midoriya got that gave him. He goes up to her and asks her if they could take outside the classroom. When they are outside, he asks if he got a phone from Midoriya as well. She isn't too shocked about the fact that Midoriya might have given a phone to Bakugo as well, so she confirms Bakugo's suspicions. As he nods and he goes back into the class, but Uraraka stops him, telling him what Midoriya said to her back when they did the hero versus villain training exercise. She tells Bakugo about Midoriya being nervous and how he looked up to Bakugo and wanted to be able to beat him in a fight. With this news, it almost makes Bakugo cry, but he stops himself as he turns around telling Uraraka that he's going to try to find Midoriya himself. Uraraka then asks if she could help in any way because she too misses Midoriya very much. Away hidden, All Might hears the ending of the conversation how they both want to find Midoriya, as a tear rolls down his eye. Time would go on. Class 1A would keep up with school, Aizawa and All Might would work together to find Midoriya, while Midoriya was still being a vigilante and gathering up information on Shigaraki. Now with time, the news gets more reports of this new vigilante. Currently, everyone is calling him the Green Blur, as for one blurry picture, Midoriya had to use a bit more of One for All, and a little electricity got out, but since it was a split second, it wasn't classified as electricity. The Crawler, also known as Koichi, has been trying to track down Midoriya, going through many different cities during the night, and he was roaming around when he bumped into Aizawa, who remembers Koichi, and asks him what he's doing. Koichi, being a bit cautious, he lies. He says that he's just being a vigilante. Aizawa then just states to move along or he'll have to bring him into the police. Quickly, Koichi runs off. Aizawa spends many nights going out trying to find any clue on Midoriya's whereabouts, or even recovering from his wound, while even recovering from his wound back at the USJ. The date comes when the sports festival has arrived, but only present Mike as the announcer. When Bakugo goes up to have his speech, he is more humble on this, saying that he is hoping that Izuku Midoriya is watching, and saying that he will bring him back. Most of the event would go same, but with Bakugo winning first place in the race, the horse event would still be kind of the same, but a bit difficult for Araka, but just having Midoriya replaced with Choji. So the fight would be the same except Choji being replaced with Midoriya. He would beat Shinso without speaking and listening to Ojiro's advice, but loses to Todoroki, and Todoroki wouldn't use his fire side. Then it would end up with Bakugo versus Todoroki, and it would end with Bakugo winning first place, but this time he isn't really against the first place medal. While the whole sports festival is going down, Midoriya watches it all as he says that he is proud of him and Uraraka. Class 1A would do their time with pro hero agencies. The only difference is that Uraraka and Bakugo would focus more on it. Days would pass as Midoriya is going around the city as a knife is thrown at him, but he catches it without problem. He turns around seeing a blonde-haired girl in a school uniform coming towards him. She introduces herself as Toga Himiko. She also does show the expression that she kind of seems into him. As she gets closer, she strikes out at Midoriya, but Midoriya dodges it easily, saying that he doesn't want to hurt her, but asks her why she's here. Toga laughs, saying that she has something that he would want, and Midoriya jumps in, asking if she knows where Shigaraki is, but Toga doesn't tell. She quickly escapes from Midoriya, but leaves up behind a piece of paper, giving Midoriya a phone number he could contact. As Midoriya is about to leave, he sees a shadowy figure appear behind him. As he turns around, seeing All Might. All Might says that he will bring him in because of being a vigilante is illegal. Midoriya's eyes widen, knowing he can't use his normal voice, as he clicks a button near his throat that activates a voice changer, which makes his voice deeper. He made this a while back in case he would meet up with someone close to him. He asks All Might to leave while he had the chance. All Might just laughs at this, but then Midoriya charges at him quickly, drop-kicking All Might away, as he then shoots a small but precise beam of pressured air close to All Might's injured area as he flees away. All Might stays down in pain, holding his stomach a bit, worried if the vigilante knew his injured spot or thought he was just lucky. Midoriya fled far as he could before needing to catch his breath, saying that it was a close one. Thinking he was alone, but then someone taps his shoulder as Midoriya jumps quickly into a battle stance, but sees just another person in a mask wearing an All Might hoodie. The other person pulls down his mask, saying that his name is Koichi Hamawari, but he is known as the Vigilante the Crawler. Midoriya is kinda hesitant and keeps his voice changer on, asking him what he wants. Koichi states that he knows his identity and that they need to talk. Midoriya denies this, saying he isn't a missing kid, and he tells Koichi to leave. Koichi says he won't leave as Midoriya tries to kick him, but Koichi avoids the attack and hits Midoriya with a barrage of kicks. Midoriya then realizes that this guy is experienced, so he quickly flees. Midoriya is in the back of his base and he thinks that he is free as he pulls on his mask, but then Koichi comes in, seeing Midoriya's identity, saying that he knew it. Midoriya asks him how he followed him, but Koichi avoids the question, asking Midoriya questions. Koichi asks Midoriya if he actually knew what he was doing and if he was sure of what he was doing as well. Midoriya says what he means. Koichi states that once you become a vigilante, that there's no turning back, having a chance to be a pro hero. Midoriya holds his chest, saying it sucks losing his dream to become a pro hero, but what's more important to him is giving his mother justice. Koichi states that killing Shigaraki won't bring his mother back, and it won't be justified as justice. Midoriya says he doesn't care. He witnesses his own mother dying on television, and he was powerless to save her, as tears started to swell up in his eyes. Koichi says at the rate that he is going, he won't ever find Shigaraki, and if the chance that he does, all Midoriya would end up is being dead. Midoriya falls down to his knees crying, having all his emotions bottled up, saying he doesn't know what he's doing, as Koichi pats his shoulder, saying he knows some people who can help, but he has to promise that he won't kill Shigaraki, as Midoriya promises. Koichi says that he'll bring them here in a couple of days, as Midoriya nods and Koichi heads out. Midoriya rests for a bit after that night and goes out again, looking around the city as he sees a man with swords about to attack a pro hero in an alleyway, as he rushes in there to stop him, but then sees an explosion go off and also sees Ida about to fight the man with swords. He tries quickly to step in to help his friends when a flying Nomu kicks him away into a billboard. So that's, guys, we're going to end off this part of this What If. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave it down in the comments below what you think about this What If and this part and what you think is going to happen in the future. Yet again, if you have any other ideas for any other My Hero or any other anime What Ifs, leave it down in the comments down below and we will make sure to reply with y'all. Thank you for all the support. The support we're getting right now is crazy and we appreciate it all. So yeah, guys, thank y'all so much for watching and we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.